Since Russia's invasion in 2014, Ukraine's military has transformed from an underfunded and ill-equipped service into a modern, powerful fighting force. The country now has one of Europe's largest armies. As Russian hybrid forces continue sporadic attacks in the country's east, more Ukrainian troops are being trained to protect Ukraine's sovereignty for years to come. History, hardware and heroism. Welcome to Ukraine in uniform. For these guys, raid, ambush and sabotage are not just words. They are a special cohort of soldiers who cannot always talk about their feats. They move behind the enemy lines stealthily and silently. They can watch the enemy for days to gather important information. So who are these soldiers, who are a vital element of any combat force? These are the snipers and reconnaissance soldiers of the 53rd Mechanized Brigade. Reconnaissance teams can be found in almost every division of the Ukrainian military. Every type of armed forces has its own sorts of military scouts, who in turn have specific tasks and skills. Soldiers risk their lives every day gathering important information, destroying strategic facilities, and covering for Ukrainian soldiers from other divisions.
Як відомо, головна задача розвідника – це видобуток своєвременного.
As is known, the main task of a scout is to get the necessary and timely information, analyze it, and then pass it on to the command. The target is information. Nothing new has been invented over 100 years. It is general information on enemy movements and numbers.
За останні 100 років не придумали. Інформація про переміщення, склад, тисячі аспектів.
Reconnaissance soldiers need special training. It requires the fighters' full commitment. Not everyone can complete the trials and not everyone will eventually go on missions.
Розвідка – це не окоп, це не техніка важка.
Reconnaissance doesn't involve sitting in a trench or working with heavy equipment. It mainly consists of work in the field. Scouts out in the field must rely on their personal strength and skills, on the fact that they understand what they are able to accomplish.
Що він зробить, що по силам. Тому так, я дійсно дивлюсь в очі людини.
I look people in the eyes to see how ready they are.
Наскільки вона готова морально.
Every soldier has his own way to get into a reconnaissance unit. Some get there accidentally, others go there consciously.
Нема такої породи людей розвідних. Її не вивели.
There aren't such kinds of people as scouts. I believe scouts have to be decent men. They must have a bright outlook on life and things, be quiet in nature, and be able to distinguish good from bad.
Спокійний характер. Дуже виявляю чітко, щоб люди розуміли, де світ.
I pay a lot of attention to that, because a person with some kind of second thoughts deep inside can fail at the most important
Тому що
moment.
якраз та людина, де сидить бісеня десь, він в самий важливий момент тоді може дати збой.
A scout must be bold and decisive on combat missions. At the same time, he must also be able to move around stealthily to observe the enemy without interruption. Scouts must know how to choose good shooting positions, cover and hiding places. In training, particular attention is paid to disguise. The strictest discipline is observed in such units. It is natural for reconnaissance soldiers to take the initiative, be resourceful and not lose self-control in critical situations. According to the training operation briefing, the group has received information about the location of a high-ranking enemy officer. The reconnaissance soldiers have taken positions. The group has divided into snipers and the assault group. They have successfully captured the enemy checkpoint, stopped the enemy vehicles and captured the target. A scout must think his actions behind the enemy lines through to the smallest detail, because if not, the whole recon unit could be detected early and eliminated.
щоб виконати поставлену бойову задачу.
To accomplish the combat mission, the scout enters the specified combat area without being detected. He must divide the tasks among the personnel, get the information and return to base.
Бути обнаруженим. Він повинен чітко розподілити завдання між особовим складом йому підпорядкованим. Зйом інформації, доставка на базу.
These simple words can translate into kilometers of enemy territory, risk and danger.
Небезпека, ризик, само собою.
Reconnaissance soldiers believe that you must not be reckless until your back is against the wall. You can only achieve victory by doing your job silently and coming back alive, yours and your comrades. Combat brotherhood stands first and foremost for scouts.
Бойовий дух брата рядом. Все перемагає. Це абсолютно 100%.
The combat spirit and the presence of your comrade by your side means victory. It influences the result as much as it possibly can, because the feeling of comradeship, the sense that you are not alone is very important. I will only feel confident when I know that my flanks are covered. People gradually learn how to work better as a team. When we are off to the war zone in eastern Ukraine, the work never stops.
Те ж саме. Робота не припиняється. Робота йде постійно.
Scouts prepare for each task individually. The division personnel is always different.
Розвідка – це тисячі комбінацій, особливо в умовах бойових дій. Тисячі.
Reconnaissance means thousands of combinations. There is no particular pattern. A separate team is created for each operation. That is 7 to 8 men for each operation.
Алгоритм дій бійців. За кожним закріпляється декілька варіацій на розвиток событий.
They go through several variations on the development of events. No one knows the enemy numbers or their locations. I prepare small groups to be able to work autonomously.
Вновь помінявшися вводні, я готую їх до того, щоб вони були абсолютно автономні. Щоб ця невелика група, тим не менш, вона могла діяти абсолютно автономно.
Each scout must know certain landmarks in the area of the upcoming operation, rally points and identification signals. The team leader personally checks how well the team knows the terrain. They must study the map of the area of operation by heart. Before going behind enemy lines, they leave all documents and objects that can tell they are scouts.
Розвідчик кожен свій крок рахує. Не буває такого, що на осліп...
Scouts calculate their every step, they never move blindly.
Це трошки інша специфіка.
They first examine their sectors, but those are professional
починає
details.
нахажувати свій сектор. Це вже деталі професійні, я трошки хотів би в них не вглублятись.
Observation is one of the main methods of reconnaissance, which provides the most reliable information about the enemy. It is carried out continuously, day and night, in any conditions. Of course, unforeseen situations also happen, as the enemy also has scouts. A force majeure can also happen during even the most thought-out and well-planned operation, as Yuri explains.
Потеря зв'язку, невідомість.
The loss of radio communication, for example. There are times when, instead of a scheduled radio call, there is only silence. In such moments, you feel helpless and worried. You think about how your squad mates are doing, and if you can hear a fight going on, it gets even
Якщо там
worse.
десь бій зав'язується, взагалі міста собі не знаходиш.
Motivation is also an important factor for scouts. Why are they doing the job for? Why did they decide to become scouts?
Мабуть, найскладніше – це коли
Perhaps the most difficult thing is when someone loses motivation to keep doing their job.
дати людині імпульс робити цю роботу, вона важка.
This is very hard work. Misunderstandings also happen. Scouts must be eager to do their
Вогонь
job.
запалати, щоб в нього в душі, і він робив цю роботу. Гроші грошима.
Money does not matter all that much. It is the specifics of the job.
Що, мабуть, все-таки, я не знаю. Я лично
I
вважаю, що це
personally believe that
звання.
it comes from here, from the heart.
Я не знаю. Більш хороших слов підібрати не можу.
Professional reconnaissance soldiers who have hundreds of complicated operations pass their experience on to others in such training centers. They train others to move stealthily and silently, how to disguise themselves, how to be courageous, determined, and have initiative. But the most important thing for everyone is to know that their comrades will cover
Люди,
their
це
backs.
найкраще, мабуть, ті, що я в своїй житті зустрів. з ким мав честь працювати.
These people are the best I have ever met in my life. I've had the honor to work with them and now they are some of my best friends. I can safely entrust my back and my life to them. This rarely happens in everyday life.
Мало де зустрічається в повсякденній житті.
These snipers are discreet and concise. They quietly carry out their task and return to the division. The main task of a sniper is to be a good shot. The main thing is to perform a task of the command to eliminate the target and return alive. There are many components without which it's impossible to become a sniper. The responsibility is very great, because it is nowhere near to just shooting at a range. Knowledge of weapons and the ability to navigate in the woods and fields are essential. It is impossible to learn in one day, not even in a month. Some succeed, others fail. Some are gifted and some are not. Desire alone is not enough, you must be diligent. You cannot become a sniper right away. They are often called the gods of war. Sometimes a sniper's shot can change history. The future soldiers must be able to express their thoughts clearly, understand ballistics, communications, optics, navigation and topography. They must also have an excellent visual memory, be able to collect and analyze data and apply it in different situations. To hit your target, you must take multiple factors into consideration: lighting, direction and wind speed, the condition of your weapon and your optics. It all comes down to experience. It is difficult to explain. You must know how to choose the right position and approach it without being noticed. The sniper must know his position very well. Snipers are people with infinite patience and nerves of steel. Sometimes the life of the entire assault team depends on them. Snipers never work alone. They always have a partner. You cannot do it without the cooperation with others. Our main task is to cover the scouts, their infiltration and exfiltration. They monitor all sectors, dispose of machine gun points and destroy the enemy command staff. Counter-snipers are the biggest threat for snipers. They are receiving training in special techniques. Counter-snipers are the best in their field. Their task is to eliminate enemy snipers. They are the highest category of snipers. They have the best optics and are specially trained to kill snipers. Scouts and snipers are not born, they are trained. Training, excellent physical shape, good health, mental toughness, and the belief that the war will be over. For example, there are not many of us in our sniper outfit, but we can stop the advance of a battalion. Machine guns and some heavier weapons can be disabled very quickly.
Героєм не відчуваю, але відповідальність за оцих ось хлопців.
I do not feel like a hero, but the responsibility for their men could probably make anyone a hero. Brigades, regiments, battalions, small reconnaissance units, there would have been no big victories without them. And those who cover the soldiers' backs obtain valuable information and work behind the enemy lines. They all believe that victory will be theirs.
Перемога. Основна мотивація бійця в будь-якому
Victory is our main motivation. We must be victorious no matter what. The servicemen featured in this program all have one common trait: to protect Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. It's these people who take up arms and risk their lives to defend Europe's eastern border from any major attack in the future.